I'm Splashes, and welcome to episode 40 of Minecraft Maniacs. And the first thing we're going to do today, because what I really want to get done today, is to go ahead and finally build up some of these towers. Now, I'm not sure if I'll just get one done, or if we'll be able to get all three done, but I want to get at least one done this week, and unfortunately they do take quite a bit of time, but with any luck we will be able to have some help. So, left over from before, I still have 6 shulker boxes of gravel that were sitting in that chest, and there might be some more gravel over here yet. So if we gather up 6 shulker boxes of sand, then that will give us 12 shulker boxes of concrete, which we will probably divide into 3 shulkers of gray concrete and 9 shulkers of white concrete. And then on top of that, we want to gather a lot of sand. Now, we could go ahead and gather sand, or gather glass from the villagers, but that's going to be really expensive. You figure 4 shulker boxes of sand cost me 1 shulker box of emeralds, which is 3 stacks of emerald blocks, and that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of emerald. That's quite a lot of iron, because that translates to 4 shulker boxes of iron ingots. Which, actually that's not that bad. So that'd be 1. I have a lot of iron. Okay, yeah, let's get enough sand to go ahead and fill up these guys then. So I suppose for now, all we need is 6 shulker boxes of sand. So let's jump on over to the desert and go to the future. Woo! And welcome to the future, where I am standing over here in the desert to go ahead and get ourselves a whole bunch of sand. And I've decided to go with 8 shulker boxes of sand, since I found 2 more shulker boxes of gravel, and that'll give us 16 shulker boxes of concrete, which should hopefully last us for most of this project. And I've decided that I could dig up a lot of sand, but I have a lot of iron stored, and trading with villagers, 1 iron is equal to 1 glass, so I should be able to get plenty of glass in order to make this thing. So with that, let's jump into a hyperspeed build mode and go ahead and dig up this desert. At end of hyperspeed build mode, though I suppose it should really be hyperspeed dig mode, since we were just digging and not actually building anything. But we now have ourselves a whole bunch of shulkers of sand and of gravel, and it's time to go ahead and turn this into concrete. And we'll be done in an instant, thanks to the magic of video editing! And ta-da! We now have ourselves 16 shulker boxes of concrete powder. And this is a lot of concrete powder, but it's probably not even going to go that far in the grand scheme of things. I think it took us about 20 shulker boxes of concrete powder to get all of these arches done. But at least these towers are mostly glass, which basically just means we're going to need a whole heckin' bunch more shulker boxes of glass after this. And then eventually we still need to figure out a design for the center tower. I'll get around to that someday, hopefully. And then we're still going to need to have all this stuff for here eventually. So this 16 shulker boxes of concrete powder really isn't going to go very far. But with that, we can now run over, and we'll just start off with the gray concrete powder first. So we have 4 shulker boxes of gray concrete powder, as well as another goodness gracious, I'm having trouble thinking here. Another 12 shulker boxes of the white concrete powder. So fortunately we can just use our lovely concrete mixer machine, which I love. It is a great machine. I am super glad I built this thing. Let's go ahead, just drop that guy there, drop that guy there. Oopsie. Let's take this whole stack here. And just pop it in there. Grab this guy. Take this whole stack. Drop it in, please go. There we go, just like that. And let me just go ahead and pop these guys in, just in case anything happens. And now we can go ahead and get using this machine. Is it actually working? No. There we go. Okay. So I've been running my machine for a while now, and it's actually been almost 2 hours of turning concrete powder into concrete because this machine does not work as fast as it's supposed to, which is very annoying. But my machine has gotten clogged up because there are all these pigmen that are running around inside my machine for some reason, and one of them has gotten into this minecart and somehow made my TNT go away. I just... Why? Why? So I guess I need to run over. Do I even have any TNT? Oh my goodness, great. I hate pigmen. I hate pigmen so much. Do I have any TNT in here? I have no idea where I'd even have TNT. I guess I'll probably just have to make some. So good news and bad news. Good news, I did get some sand. I ran over and dug it up from an island over there that I'm going to eventually terraform away, so it's fine. The bad news is, I do not have any rockets on me. Are there any rockets in here? No. I don't have any rockets on me. And the only entrance into my base is in that corner right there. And there's like 10 pillagers over there. So hopefully Barry's gonna come help me soon. Oh no. Good news, I was able to find a super secret entrance through the back. And thanks to that, I was able to get up inside here. In fact, it's so super secret that I didn't even make it. Creeper did. But it gave me access to my sheep farm, and I was able to climb out using that. But now with this, I should be able to make myself some gunpowder. Unfortunately, I do not quite remember the recipe. It does appear to be 5. There we go. 1 block of TNT, and we'll just stick our single sand block in here. And I'm going to take this axe with me, and we can go ahead and get everything all set up. You know, maybe I should leave the pig... No, because the pigmen will spawn eventually, won't it? So it's not like I could even just leave the pigmen in the minecart, so that way this doesn't happen again. Hey look, Barry's here now. Hi, Barry. Oh, I got a gold ingot. Neat. Oh, oh dear. This is not well planned. Okay, so let me... Oh, okay, it looks like they all disappeared then. So, to make this work, I just pop this off, and that retracts it. Now I need to get in here with the TNT, and I put the TNT right here. Okay, it hasn't blown up on me yet. And now when I put this back here, it should re-extend the duper, which it did. And if I pop this off, it should dupe, which it did. Okay. So with that, I still have 4 more shulker boxes of this stuff left to do, so let's get on it. And with that, we now have ourselves 16 shulker boxes of concrete, 12 shulker boxes of white concrete, as well as 4 shulker boxes of gray concrete. And a little bit less, because some of it got lost at different points, and I think I lost 3 stacks out of this chunk, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things really isn't that bad. It's tolerable. But that shouldn't have taken very long. Like, it's 6 minutes per shulker box. Which, I mean, admittedly, 16 shulker boxes, that's still like an hour and a half. But it took me probably close to 3.5 hours. So that thing is not running at peak efficiency. It's running like half speed. Which is kind of irritating, but I suppose there isn't much for it. So next thing I want to do is go ahead, and I was going to go ahead and just gather up all of this glass from the villagers here. But I've been waiting like an hour and trying to get them to reset their trades, and they're very slowly resetting their trades. But in that hour time, I could have flown over to a desert, gathered up 8 more shulker boxes of sand, and then just used my super smelter. So I think I'm just going to do that, but I'll do that off screen rather than doing another hyperspeed build mode. So that, let's jump back into the future. Woo! And that took a lot longer than I was expecting it to. But we now have 16 shulker boxes of sand. Well, really, it's 15 shulker boxes because this one has glass in it. But here's the thing. To fill up 16 shulker boxes, or turn 16 shulker boxes of sand into light blue glass, I'm going to need an additional 2 shulkers of light blue dye. Which means I'm going to need to get a whole shulker of emeralds in order to get all the blue dye I need. So this is gonna be quite a project here. And I still need to go through, and I can slowly start putting all the stuff into here to smelt everything. And I did have to go ahead and slightly change up where how the hopper system works over here. Just so that way the hopper is at the very end and then flows backwards. So that way this hopper will be the first one to empty. And then the system will turn on and it will make sure everything gets fuel when it needs to, rather than having the possibility of some stuff being unfueled as the fuel just all flows down from here as it's stored up. But with that, we can now go ahead and finally get on turning all of this stuff into glass. And, you know, the only thing I can really say about this so far is I really, really hope this material goes a fairly long way. This is a massive amount of material, and I really don't want to have to gather up another 32 shulker boxes of concrete and glass for a long time. It's pretty miserable. It takes forever. But with that, let's go ahead and turn this sand into glass. So we've gone ahead and converted a bunch of this sand in here over to glass. So we now have at least 9 shulker boxes of this glass, as well as we have this shulker box from earlier, a bunch of other shulker boxes all around here. Of course, there have been a couple boxes that the sand has strangely disappeared from. I think I've lost like 3 boxes worth of sand, which is very annoying. But hopefully this will be enough, because this is a very, very slow process. But with that, we can finally go ahead and build up this tower. So let's jump in to hyperspeed build mode. And I have Jojo here to help me. end of hyperspeed build mode, and we now have ourselves a giant tower. And we did actually, we weren't able to figure out exactly how the other tower went, but the things kind of looked a little different, and we did a little bit of changes here and there to try and sort things out, because following the pattern all the way up, it's just a little bit too gray. So we selected this new pattern, and we applied it over to this tower as well, since this this pattern seems much easier to repeat. But with that, we now have ourselves a second tower. And, you know, I just have to say, having this tower here is really disorientating. Because I always orientate myself, I just look up in the sky, see this tower, it's like, okay, I need to go that direction. And now there's this giant thing here, and then sometimes I fly towards it, and I get very, very confused. Are those phantoms for me? I hope not. And we actually only used, like, 3 shulker boxes of material. So, plus however much stuff we lost, if we fly over here, we've only used about this much stuff. Which is stuff out of those shulker boxes. Which is awesome, because we still have 2 more of these things to build. But they're only going to take about 6 more shulker boxes of material out of the 32. Which means we have a lot more material yet to go ahead and continue expanding all these things. Which will allow us to go ahead and build the tops over all of these little bits here. Maybe even eventually build the center tower, as well as the arches on the outside. Though I'm sure for the arches on the outside, we'll probably need like another 20 shulker boxes of materials, given that we needed like 10 shulker boxes of materials to finish these arches on the inside. And this on the outside is realistically about twice as big. But with that, I believe that is all we have time for. So, I've been Splashes. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!